you want to be on time with him. Especially being he's telling us this little story.
Oh, he killed a deer?
No, his son tried to attack him.
What?
You didn't know that?
Son tried to.
A buck
tried to attack
he trailed it, and the buck he thought he was going to have to shoot him, get him off of him.
Was he
using our scent? I think that's not a commercial.
That's perfect.
That's Alrighty, folks, welcome to Hunting the Rut Hotline with Don Bell. Hey, you got questions, we got some answers. Hey, I'm Don Bell.
Hey, Steve Burklow.
And folks, tonight we got some stuff we want to tell you all about. Even though season's kind of winding up, Steve, all over the country, tonight we got some stuff. We kind of introduced you a little bit last week. Tonight we're going to tell them about the new 15 products and the stuff, and we got some exciting stuff to tell you about. And so you want to stay tuned. In just a few minutes, we're going to tell you about everything we've got that we just introduced 2 weeks ago at the ATA show. And some of that stuff you can get online tonight. Plus, you'll be able to get it in your stores in about March 1st. So folks, stay tuned. We'll be back in just one moment.
Rise and shine. It's time to hunt.
That's right, we're going to the phone, big dog. Hey, all right, folks, welcome back. Hey, we're excited to be here today. Listen, it's Thursday night, folks. You got questions, we got some answers, and we got a first caller coming in. Let's see, Big Steve. All right, you got Don Bell and Steve Burklow. Who we got?
Hey, how y'all guys doing?
All right, that's good. Who we got?
This is Sean Harrigal.
Sean, well, man, how you doing?
What's up, Sean?
Doing real good.
Hey, Sean, tell everybody where you're from.
I'm from Pensacola, Florida, a little town north of it called Molino.
Molino, Florida. That's a big outfit, isn't it?
Big city.
I pass through there every day.
When you go by.
That's exactly right, man. We're glad to have you on tonight. What kind of question you got tonight? Story you got?
Well, I was going to let you guys know about. I own a little feed store up here, and we're selling your product, and a lot of my regular customers coming in, and I'm getting all kinds of good feedback on it.
Well, man, we appreciate
Fantastic.
that.
Well, we need that.
That's always a good thing to hear.
I hear you. My son, he's 21. He come home from college for Christmas break, and Sergeant Jugger put the stuff on his boots.
Okay.
And was headed through a kind of old dim trail through an old cow pasture, and he'd already had his eye on a big buck, and he said he turned around and looked, and there was a little old small buck come out and started smelling where he'd walked. He didn't think nothing of it, and he kept on walking. He turned around, and when he turned around, that buck was in a dead running straight to him.
Oh.
And he said he ended up having to shoot it at 5 yards, and it rolled right there at his feet.
Wow.
Man, wouldn't that have been great? Listen, we tell people in all seriousness, by any chance, Sean, was he at the seminar that we did at the store?
No, sir, he was off at college.
He was off at college. There you go. Because we tell everybody, and people think it's funny, but we tell everybody not to put it on your boots or your pants and stuff.
Yeah.
Not only for that reason, because when you tell people that, they think, well, you're just kidding, but really we're not. And he's an eyewitness to that, isn't he?
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How close did he have to shoot him?
Sir?
How close did he have to shoot him?
He said he was at 5 yards. He said he was waving his arms and hollering at it and everything, and it would not stop.
Was he doing estrus or buck?
He had the hot mama on.
Yeah, the estrus, yeah.
Well,
makes sense.
We know they're chasing does. we know they're chasing does. Where was he hunting, Florida or Alabama?
He was hunting up here in Molino.
Yeah, that's North Florida, so,
yeah.
Well, if there's any doubt, I guess they're chasing.
Oh, that's neat. That's a neat story.
Hey, when they get focused like that, I mean, they're focused,
Well, I mean,
you said he was hunting, he had saw a good buck.
Yes, he had went over there and he had made him a mock scrape, and the buck was hitting it, and he was going back to sit over that scrape.
And the little buck was hitting the scrape?
No, the little buck would come out he's got about a quarter of a mile walk to get to the backside of the field.
Oh,
and this buck come out probably 100 yards into his walk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he just hit the trail.
Yeah.
He just hit the trail.
His
Yeah.
wind made
Yeah,
him
you know,
pick up
that little teenager, he thought,
He done found him.
I'm going to cut Mom off before she gets to the master bedroom up there at that scrape. So
That's
he thought he'd make him a mad dash. I bet it lit your son up,
He
didn't
was
it?
scared.
Well, I can imagine. You got a buck coming running at you.
Not many people can say they've had that experience.
That's right. And what did he shoot him with, shotgun or a rifle?
270.
Yeah. Man, he didn't even have time to aim or anything. He probably just had to put it up and shoot.
No. He's an excellent shot with that thing, though. So.
I guess so. He better be at 5 yards. Did he shoot him once or twice?
He shot him one time, said it fell right at his feet.
Could you imagine?
Man, that's a heck of a story.
I mean, ask him, is he going to put it on his boots anymore?
I don't think he will.
Of course, if he was trailing it in, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know the
Yeah,
difference.
it was-
really.
Well, yeah. I mean, if he was trailing it in on a scent drag, it would have, yeah. I mean, you're right, Steve.
Essentially,
Exactly.
even if he's foaming it in, essentially.
Yeah, you're right. Even foaming it in, he could have come in on the foam. The difference is, and the reason we tell them not to put it on their feet is not so much because a deer will do that, and a deer will, but that's rare. But it shows you if there's any guess whether or not the clarification of top secret is oxygen free and fresh. That's about as fresh. That's about as fresh. And that little buck was trying to get fresh, wasn't he?
That buck hit that trail, and he knew which way to go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Now, look, Sean, that's a great point. And we stress that with Top Secret, and that is a great point because he was trailing that in. Was he using the liquid or the foam?
He was using the liquid.
Yep. I mean, and that's the difference between oxygen-free versus something that's blend. It gives him a direction of which way the buck, or in this case, he was walking. Makes a big difference. Well, that's amazing. Well, we're glad to hear the story, and we're glad to hear he's all right. And I bet that won't.
Oh, yeah.
I bet that story won't hurt sales any at your store either, will it?
Oh, no. Well, I had another gentleman come in the store the other day and bought a bottle for him and his son. He put his son up in the stand, sprayed it around the stand, left him, went over to get up in his stand, sprayed it around his, and he said as he was climbing up, he heard his son shoot. So I guess they had walkie-talkies. They were talking back and forth.
Yep.
His son shot an 8-point.
Wow, man,
When the
fantastic.
man got to the top of the stand, and he said, well, I'm going to sit here a few minutes, and before dark, I'll come help you drag it out. He said it wasn't 10 minutes. He had an 8-point come out, and he shot and killed it.
Wow, fantastic.
And what were they using? Estrus or buck?
They were using the estrus.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, it's that time in North Florida.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
That time.
Yeah, it's getting that time, and in fact, up in Wilcox where you hunt, have you seen any bucks run does up there yet?
Well, oddly enough, I hadn't been much, but it seemed like it's just starting.
Just at the
starting
preference.
to get scrapes and
Well,
not really getting heavy yet.
Well, it's of course
Right at
you guys don't end here in Florida till the end of
About the end of February.
yeah. See, and then they just moved. Of course, everybody that hunts Alabama knows. So it's the southern zone. They gave us to the 10th.
10th.
So we got a couple weeks left in Alabama, and I think Derek was telling me the other day. My son Sean was telling us you met Derek. I think he came to the store and bought some chicken feed from you or something.
Oh, yeah.
But he was telling me that a guy up in I think it was Monroe. He killed a buck on a doe running. So I mean, they're starting the process.
Yeah.
Well, look, tell everybody at the store we said hello, and tell them to pay attention, and tell them to watch the show each week, and don't be bashful. Get them some Top Secret and kill them some bucks, just like the other guys are doing. We may have to have an insurance rider. Huh?
Might have to.
Hey, when that is.
We appreciate your business.
Hey, yes, sir. We certainly do, Sean. And and I sent you some stuff on that the BioShield. You'll hear more about it here in a few minutes. And everybody's listening. That's one of the new products we're going to tell you about in a few minutes. And that's going to be great. It's going to change the repellent industry, Steve, just like Top Secret has. And we've done something in that, Sean, that no one's ever been able to do.
Yeah.
And we're going to tell them about it in just a few moments. Hey, listen, we appreciate you calling in, and tell everybody up there in Molina we said hello.
Yes, sir. Sure
Hey,
will.
appreciate your support too. Thank you,
Thanks,
sir.
All right.
All right, man. Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Well, that's
That's a neat deal.
that's crazy. And hey, folks,
It is.
we ain't making this up. We're taking the calls. Don't put it on you. Not so much for a buck chasing you, but hey, they will do it. There he is. But you put it on your feet's up, tree. You're going to make him look at you. That's not, hey, listen, we'll be right back. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to start teasing about some of the new products we just introduced for 2015. Be right back.
From Don Bell, the founder of Code Blue, comes Top Secret Reserve Doe Estrus, the finest doe estrus ever collected. Top Secret oxygen-free collection process is a complete generation above Code Blue. Our patent-pending collection process means no ammonia and no ammonia smell. At a limited quantity of 12,000 bottles, only 0.1% of hunters will be lucky enough to add Top Secret to their arsenal. Visit TopSecretDeerScent.com today and join the 0.1% club.
All righty, folks, we're back. We were talking about that buck, that old boy, what his eyes must have looked like when that what if he'd have missed?
Man.
Could you think about that? What if he'd have missed? And you know he didn't have time to aim.
No.
Shooting a 270, you know he had to have scope on it.
Just a reaction.
Son, that's just bang, wasn't it? I bet his eyes was big. That would have been a video. Well, folks, listen, let me tell you what we got. 2 weeks ago, I think it's 2 weeks ago, about 2 weeks ago, we were in Indianapolis, and just, by the way, hey, have we showed that clip with that's coming up with the bus, or we've already shown it? Or it's coming up. All right, well, the reason I'm saying that, folks, we're fixing to show you in just a few moments. Tom's done a time lapse of the ATA. Folks, that's where the industry goes, especially the archery industry, where we go as manufacturers and we show what's new for 2015. Kind of gave you a tease last week on this, and we showed this little segment where we did a time lapse of putting the booth up. And when you see our booth, I was telling them last week, Steve, we looked like the Beverly Hillbillies going to California, heading up the interstate, going to Indianapolis. But we were in some kind of fine truck going up that interstate. People blowing horns. Hey, it was a hoot, and you're going to see it in just a second. First thing, Steve, we've introduced 3 new brands. In Portland Outdoors, which is the parent company of Top Secret. We just introduced Scent Defense, which is a whole new category. Some of our Facebook questions you've been asking about, what do you do about human odor? Well, we're going to show you what we just introduced. And guys, it's not just a new odor, Steve.
No.
It is, I mean, to use the words of a national buyer up there, it's a game changer. And it is, and we don't use that lightly. So when you see, it's one of those things like Top Secret, you know, Top Secret's not complicated, it's no oxygen.
Right.
Which means it's fresh. And so it's a simple process, but yet it's changing the scent industry. And so under Top Secret, we have Scent Defense, which is a 3-in-1 product that kills human odor, repels insects, and also attracts the deer. We also have introduced another brand called BioShield, which is a repellent, and which is all natural, class 25B, and we'll get into details about that in just a second. And the last one we introduced was Fog Zero. Now, folks, if even though you bow hunt out there, you guys you use optics. Yeah, you use optics, range finders. You use some kind of optic. We got you covered. We got a little device, $12.95. It'll be in all the retail stores for 2015. Some of it's already out there. You can get it online. And this neat little deal, it will stop any optic from fogging. And, Steve, when you buy scopes, we were sitting across from Leopold the other day at a distributor show, and they got some fine scopes.
Oh, yeah.
They got some fine scopes. But no matter how expensive a scope is, and it'll tell you on there, the scope will say fog free. But they're talking internally.
Yeah, right.
Not externally.
Yeah.
Internally, it's closed.
They all say that.
They all say that. But hey, anybody that takes it from this room outside, it's going to fog. So we've got 3 new products. There it is.
Fog Zero.
Put it right up there to that camera, Steve, as close as you can get to it, and they can see it.
Yeah.
That's called Fog Zero. It's a little pen, $12.95.
Fog-free solution in it.
And we're going to show you how that works in just a few moments as we go through each of these brands. But for 2015, brand new scent defense, 3-in-1.
For your deer hunter, that's right.
Kills the human odor, repels,
ticks, mosquitoes, all
any of the insects, all naturally. In addition to that, it's an attractant.
Which Don, I really like the all natural. That's because the last thing I want to put on is DEET or any
Oh no, listen,
permethrin or anything like that.
and if you read that stuff, it tells you, do what? Don't put it on you.
That's right.
And I'm thinking, how do you
know
use
that the DEET will dissolve camo on your gun, the camo
Really?
dip and all, it will dissolve it.
Well, no wonder you don't want to put it on you. I wonder what they would do to
Nick and I talked to the guy that does the camo dip.
Really?
At
Oh,
the
you're talking about
show.
like for on
big
guns or
dip gun,
anything,
yeah.
like on the plastic.
Right. We were at the place there in the hotel where we eat every
Yep.
night. He said he does that, and he does it for Browning and for Remington, and he said don't that DEET will dissolve it.
Well, I mean, it's guys, that's bad stuff.
You don't want that on your skin.
And you know what's crazy is that's been the norm.
Yeah.
And how do you say the other one?
The permethrin. yeah.
Permethrin. All that is all EPA stuff. And if you look on the instructions, it plainly tells you don't even put it on your clothing, certainly don't get it on you.
They certainly don't have it in hair and body wash.
No.
Like this
And so
game
what
changer.
we got is something a little bit different. So folks, we'll start off with let's start off with Top Secret, and what we'll do before we start that, we're fixing to do a quick time elapse. And now look, pay attention to this. If you've never been at the ATA or one of these national shows, there's a lot to get ready to do this, folks. You look at something, you go to the store, and you walk into Sean's store and you look at something on the shelf, you go, well, ain't that nice? There's a lot of work that goes into
Oh
it.
man.
6 months, what you're about to see, it took 6 months to get ready to go to the show. Watch this time elapse and us setting up for the show, and hey, check out our booth. We drove it in. We'll be back in just a second. All right, folks, that's pretty neat, isn't it? I mean, when you look at that, you wouldn't believe we took that many steps once we pulled that bad boy in there. And folks, what you don't know is old Steve here, he drives that. It's amazing where he's like a rat. Anywhere he sticks a snout of that bus, the butt end of it follows. And it wasn't hard getting out of there. We just pushed our way out to the dock. So,
That's right.
But look, folks, let me show you the new stuff we got for 2015. See, let's start off with Top Secret. Now, everybody out there that's Top Secret, it's oxygen free from collection to the bottle. Well, let's start with our deer bladder. We have introduced, though you have seen this on the show. Let's see, you can get it right up there, Steve. Let's see you looking. Yep. All right. So what we've got is you have what we call deer bladder. Now, folks, what this is, and we've shown it to you a few times on the show, and all of you club members have had access to this. Because as a club member, 0.1% club member, you have access to new products before everyone else gets it. And so you have had the privilege to be able to get some of this stuff and be killing bucks on this. Now what this is called deer bladder. And literally what it is, I'm going to get up here, let's see right there. Guys, can you see that label in there okay? All right, guys, if you'll notice right here, this is called deer bladder, and it is a drip system. The whole purpose of this thing, Steve, it's got 5 ounces in it, retails for $29.95, and it is literally a drip system. Look at this. It looks like an IV bag. It comes up.
We still let out of the hospital.
That's right. And see the thing right here? And what that allows you to do for the first time is to be able to use this in the woods and hang it and use it. And each time it drips, it's the first time it hits oxygen, which means
Fresh, and I
fresh.
can't wait to use it this weekend.
This rascal, now when you get up in a tree, and let's say you get up in the tree at daylight, you're sitting there and you're 4 hours in the stand. Well, if you were to take our regular estrus, the first time that hits oxygen is when they open it.
That's right.
So let's say you pour it out this morning, literally pour it out and get up in the tree and you start hunting. And you don't see any deer, and a deer comes by at 11:30. Well, the scent's been there 4 hours. Now, it's just 4 hours old. That's phenomenally fresher than anybody else's in the industry,
Right.
because it's just 4 hours old.
Yep.
It hit oxygen the first time you poured it out of the bottle, but it's 4 hours old. The deer bladder, when you hang this and they drip it, Steve, each time it drips, it's the first time it drips, which means the whole time that you're in the tree, you got a deer is out there just urinating.
Yep.
Now, folks, that's pretty dang neat. This retails for $29.95. We have it in estrus, and we also have it in buck.
Buck.
Now, let me also show them what's in that little box right there.
Got a,
Can
that's
let's
right.
see?
It's
Can
a pre-filler.
can
or
this,
a refiller.
let's see, guys. Tell us in there when you can see that. All right, see this right here? That is a syringe. So, and that's a direct result of our club members. If you want to be a club member, club members get to participate in new product development. And guys, all of you can thank the club members for that, because they all wanted to be able to refill
That's
this
a
bag.
2-ounce syringe, 60 milliliter syringe. So, yeah.
And they can refill. Once they empty the 5 ounces, they can keep filling it over and over and over. So, folks, look, all you have to do at that point is get you a bottle of estrus. This comes in estrus, and it also comes in buck, and that way you can use it over and over and over. That way, it's like she's tied up out there under your stand.
That's right.
Folks, it don't get any better than that.
That's
First time it hits oxygen, it's dripping the whole time you're sitting in the tree. Think about it. That's going to be hot. It's already getting ready out there for 2015. They can get it on the website now. Everybody that's in Florida and Alabama, even though it's a 2015, you have access to it, because you can actually get it online now.
Yeah, Rut's kind of getting going.
Well,
so,
we're
hey,
just now getting into the peak of the rut here in North Florida and Alabama, as you can tell by the story of Sean a few minutes ago. Everybody else up there, you can hit online and get it if you want it, or you can wait and get it at your dealer in 2015. It's called Deer Bladder. 5 ounces, $29.95, and you can refill the bad boy, estrus and buck.
Yep.
We also have a new product called Reserve Privilege. Can you see? Let's get it up there as close as we can right there, guys. Yep, they're telling you that looks good. Alrighty, what you're looking at right there is a combo pack, and this combo pack right here retails for, let's see, that's estrus. It has your pump, 3 ounces of estrus, and it retails for $49.95. Now, what comes with this is the pump alone, the Scent Saver system alone, carries a $24.95 retail.
Right.
And so now this is estrus. This is Reserve estrus. This is not the big bottle of Reserve. This is the 3-ounce bottle of Reserve. But the difference here is, folks, is that the only way you can be a club member, which is the 1/10 of 1% club, which is what this show is sponsored by, and we appreciate that sponsorship, both on behalf of Top Secret and Portland Outdoors, is that this will allow you to get some of it, but you can't be a club member. Only club members have access to the 26-ounce bottle of Reserve. That's in the wine bottle. That's these bottles here that you see. And by the way, there's only 12,000 of those. No dealer in America will be able to have this at retail. Only you'll be able to get it on the website. This will be available to dealers nationwide. This is available in estrus, and it's also available in breeding buck. which is this one.
One of them dealers are liking this.
Oh yeah, they like that. The retail's a great retail, guys, but keep in mind, if you want to be a club member, you have to hit the website and get the big bottle if you want to be a club member to participate in new product development, be part of the webinars, get to be guests on the show. You can hit the website, hit below us. You can join tonight. It's still open enrollment. They're signing up for 2015. You can do that tonight. This is called Privilege, and if you hit the website, again, Alabama, North Florida, you can actually cheat and get you some this year, but only because season's still in. But dealers across the country, that'll ship to them, Steve, starting in late June, July.
Right.
Getting ready for 2015. Called Privilege.
And here we got breeding bucks.
Breeding buck.
Available.
And that's the bucks we pulled off of the does. Again, that's 3 ounces, $49.95 retail. Again, you can buy it, but you don't become a club member, but it's half the price. You got the scent saver, the plug, and the bottle, which it fits, ready to go. Great product. You'll see that out there. Dealers are jumping on that. Again, if you want to be a club member, that's the big bottle right here behind us. You can hit the website tonight and join that for 2000. Hey, you can go ahead and do a 4-pay. Hit it, join tonight, say, hey, I want to pay for it over 4 payments, and Steve, I want you to ship it to me November of next year, October. That's when we'll ship it to you. So go ahead and pick your ship date, become a club member, participate, and you'll have yours tied up, and maybe a big buck of
Chase you down.
chase you down, just like that old boy did.
Yeah.
Guys, it's hard to believe that kind of stuff happens. Hey, listen, let's take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back, and when we come back, we're going to tell you about scent defense, a way to kill your human odor. Be right back.
Rise and shine. It's time to hunt.
All right, folks, we're glad to have you back. And look, as we come into this segment, we want to remind everybody, you can go to topsecretdeerscent.com, and you'll be able to get a variety of things on there. We've been expanding the website, and you can get caps, just sort of like get my bald head. Boy, that's bright, ain't it? Look at that.
It's shining, boy.
Look at him laughing back. Tom, you ain't got a bit of sight, man. You bald-headed. Folks, look at that right there.
It's got that, kind of got that worn look.
Yeah, got that worn look. That's not because it's old. That's a good-looking hat.
It's good lightweight.
Good lightweight. Got it and with the mesh in the back. Got your oxygen-free from collection of the bottle on the back. That's available on the website tonight. Also, we have the shirts, just like Steve's got. Steve, can you get up there close to the camera and show them? You can model this thing.
This one's, yeah, and I got one underneath. It's a T-shirt.
Yep.
Yeah. The T-shirt's underneath it, and long sleeve, and it's a real thin, lightweight T-shirt, very comfortable.
And that shirt is a great underlayer. The long sleeve, you have it in a T-shirt with a logo on the front and also on the back. And guys, it's a great under. What's it made out of? It's a
Bamboo.
It's made out of bamboo and.
I was thinking it was something else too, but it's very
It is
lightweight.
when you put it on,
It's the most comfortable thing you'll ever put on.
it feels almost like a real light fleece, but real lightweight, that holds the more the heat into you. And everybody's crazy that's got it because they use it just what Steve's doing it. It is a great underlayer, but yet you got your stuff on it to be able to show top secret, which we want you to do.
That's right.
So also available on the website, you have the caps, and then you also have. We have all kind of stickers that are available for your back window, your logos, and even your bow cases, gun cases. All that's available on there. Folks, hit the website, get you some stuff. Don't be bashful. Show them that you're proud to be using Top Secret Deer Scent.
And they can go to huntportland.com, and that shows all the brands.
That's right. You can go to huntportland.com, and when you hit that, you'll see all the brands: Top Secret, Scent Defense, BioShield, Fog Zero, and you can hit on those logos and it'll take you to the various brands that you want to go to. So tonight, topsecretdeerscent.com, you can get the stuff that we're talking to you about. Steve, let's talk to them about scent defense.
Yeah, let's do that.
We have been talking to you for some time now. Of course, you see some of the Facebook questions coming in here. People ask, what do you do about human odor? What product do you use to kill human odor? Well, killing human odor is terribly important.
Yeah.
I mean, it is primarily important. And of course, everybody knows deer's got 3 defenses: ears, eyes, nose. Most important, nose. So what we have done, we have come out with a product called Scent Defense. And if you can see it up there close, guys, in the, right there, can you see it? All right, it's called Scent Defense 3-in-1 Odor Stop. Now, the reason we call this 3-in-1, Steve, it's available in ready-to-use spray.
Hair and body shampoo, hair and body wash.
Also in...
And a laundry detergent.
So it's the regular 3 put-ups that you normally are used to using.
Yeah.
So what we have tonight, though, we've got a different twist.
Yeah.
What we have done, we found out that we've got a product, 3 phases of this thing, 3-in-1. The first thing, we've got something totally new in the formula of odor stop. It's called SCS. And what we have done, we have married silver to copper synergy. And we found out that when you took copper and you mix it with silver, it makes silver like a souped up wildcat, and it makes it more aggressive in killing bacteria that causes odor. So man, we thought, man, that is wonderful. We have got us something, a whole new direction for the odor stop market, way more aggressive way to kill the human odor. Then we're sitting around, I don't know if you guys know this, Steve is a pharmacist, compounding pharmacist, and so we got to thinking about this stuff, and we said, well, wait a minute, wouldn't it be neat if we could kill bugs and repel
aggravating
ticks
and
mosquitoes,
black
flies, chiggers, bed bugs. It's amazing what it does. So we married a formula, what we call, which is proprietary to Portland, called Neurorex. And Steve, tell them what Neurorex is and how it works in 3-in-1.
Well, Neurorex is all natural. That's the good thing about it. And the way Neurorex works is only insects have a neurotransmitter called octopamine. And no, humans don't have it, only insects. So what it does, it blocks that neurotransmitter, and it basically just kills them almost on contact. So you block that neurotransmitter, it kills them, and it's really good at repelling those mosquitoes. They're not going to land on you and bite the devil out of you. So yeah, it's
and what's neat about it, it is a class. What's called in the repellents industry, it is a class 25B, which means it's all natural. And so not only does it do what Steve just said, but you literally can put it all over you. Well, unlike DEET or
the permethrin, yeah.
Don't put it on you. They tell you don't put it on you. Don't put it on your clothes, just like you were talking about taking off the folks, if it'll take the camo dip off of something, think about that. You certainly don't want it on you, certainly not on your children.
Yeah, I've even gotten this in my eyes. And it don't even
here's
burn.
a product, for the first time in the industry, 3-in-1. We took a new whole generation of killing bacteria, of killing back the human odor, of the bacteria that causes the human odor, and we married it to Neurorex that is all natural. You can put it on you. You can spray it on your hand, put it on your face. You spray it on your clothing. It is not going to hurt. And it shuts down the neurotransmitters. It lasts about 8 hours. It's a topical spray, just like you're used to, but we went one more step to it. 3-in-1, we just told you about too. What's the third thing?
Boy, the deer really love the scent.
We formulated it to where deer come to it.
Got a great smell to it.
So what it'll do is, and what we found was that when deer come to this, it's not, most time you're thinking about deer, you're thinking bucks or does. Even fawns, spotted fawns, all ages, will come to this smell, and what they do is they come in kind of taking their tongue and going across their nose like a little windshield wiper coming in. And some guy said, why are they doing that? What does it matter? He's coming in.
Hey, and look, we're particular about our scent. And, as a bow hunter, you got to be. So
this is brand new. The industry's never seen it before. 3-in-1, kills human odor.
Repels and kills.
Repels ticks,
mosquitoes.
Fleas, mosquitoes, chiggers, black flies, Even bed bugs. Now, all you boys thinking, now what? I don't care about a bed bug. Hey, you know the camp you sleep in. You know the camp you sleeping in. This will stop that junk. You wash your sheets in it, and it's available in a spray.
Spray.
What else did I say? We got a spray.
Right.
We got it in a detergent.
Laundry.
And by the way, what you're looking at right there, what Steve's showing you, that will do about 30 washes. Now, that is a concentrate. It's also HE approved, so for the new dishwashers, the new washing machines.
machine,
I don't guess they can wash. I guess you might could wash dishes with that right there. Not many ticks in the washing machine, maybe at the camp. We also have a shampoo and body wash. So folks, what you have, we have the 3 traditional put-ups that you're already used. The system to where you can take a bath, wash your hair, then you can wash your clothes, then you can take it in the woods. You're used to that. But the difference here is you got 3 in 1. Not only are you killing it with a better formula, your repellency, no more having to haul little devices, if you understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You may have one of them little devices. You ain't got to do that no more.
Yeah.
That's over with.
And you're going to spray it on, you're going to love the smell of it. You're going to keep spraying it like I did.
Watch this. Do you like the smell of it?
Man, I love it.
How often do you bathe with it?
Every day.
Every day. And listen, we were at shows, and the ladies will come by at the dealer shows, and we'll give them some, tell them go wash your hair and come back the next day. You would think, now that's crazy. No, it is essential oils in it, which is great for skin. So guys, listen, brand new 3 in 1. The industry's never seen it. You're going to see a lot of commercials. I done the math on it today, Steve. Between the outdoor channel, the sportsman's channel, and the pursuit channel, and which, by the way, BioShield, which we're fixing to tell you about, is airing on the outdoor, sports, and the pursuit channels as we're sitting here. Fog Zero, that we're going to tell you about, is airing as we're sitting here. But in 2015, between the 4 quarters, Portland Outdoors, between these brands, we will have nearly 22,000 impressions on these brands. So folks will probably ask us at these shows, well, who you telling? We're telling everybody, and that includes you. Listen, you can get this stuff. These are game changers. This is not just another product. It's like top secret. You look at it, and the reason people like it because it's not complicated.
That's right.
Single urine, no oxygen. And folks, it is a game changer. You're looking at a game changer right there. And those of you who are watching it, you know that. No more having to haul the devices around. And so you can get this now on the website, and it'll be available nationwide, Steve, from June, July for 2015, nationwide to your favorite dealer or to the national accounts. And look, if you've got a dealer that doesn't carry top secret, tell them to call us.
You tell them.
They can get.
You tell them you want it.
You tell them you want it, and I guarantee you they'll get it. And with nearly 22,000 spots, there'll be a bunch of people. You won't be the only one telling them to get it, and so be doing that now. Let's see, we got time to, we're going to take a quick Facebook question, and then we're going to come back and we're going to tell you about BioShield, which all our turkey hunters, you're going to get this now. And that'll be available on the website as well. So let's see, Steve, let's take us a quick, couple of, how many are we going to do here, guys? We're going to do 4 quick ones real quick. We're going to try to knock them out, all right?
All right, we got Alton Horn from Prattville, Alabama. Are primary scrapes closer to bedding area, and will different bucks use them?
Primary scrapes could be near bedding areas. They could be not near bedding areas. The lay of the land
kind of dictates that.
Yeah, and will different bucks use them? And the answer to that is yes. The only thing that's going to keep another buck from doing it, listen, think about what Sean said a few minutes ago, where the buck intercepted him at. He didn't intercept him walking at the primary scrape that he did. He intercepted him in the trail between there and there, and he was a smaller buck. And the reason for that, he didn't want his butt kicked down there. And there's a reason for that.
Staying out of that bedroom.
You bet. And you better. All right, who else we got?
All right, we got Jesse Dayo from Binghamton, New York. What are the best ways to set up a decoy? I hope I got that right.
You said that good. I was glad you was reading that, not me. Let's see, what are the best ways to set up a decoy? Well, you can use a decoy, all through the season. As always, as we preach on this show, we preach it. What do they need to use? buck urine.
But and make sure it's legal in your state too.
Yeah, it's on the decoy.
Yeah.
Make sure the decoy, of course, it's legal to use the scent in the states, but some states won't allow you to use a decoy.
Decoy, that's right.
But if you can, by all means, you'll be like the old boy with a buck chasing him just a few minutes ago. You want to have some fun. Hey, Tom, what kind of camera you said you had on your motorcycle? A GoPro. Get you a GoPro, and hey, you know what? He could put it on the back of that neck of that buck decoy. And folks, you could put some buck urine on there, and you just look in his eyes when he's coming into that buck.
Yeah.
If you really want to have some fun, get you some estrus and put on him. That ain't right.
We're just gonna throw him all to fit.
That ain't right, is it? But you'll be able to put it on YouTube, because it'll be a sight seeing a buck come in trying to mount a buck that's got estrus on her. So, but you can use it all during the year. Decoy. Start with buck urine. And I tell people, if you got a little basket buck, most of the decoys are smaller, take one side off, and that kind of tells the other bucks.
Man, I've had my butt whipped.
He done had his butt whipped, and I may want a little bit of that. And you won't necessarily run off with your little basket buck, especially those that are looking to take a younger buck to put in the freezer.
Intimidated by it.
Yeah, it won't be as intimidated by it. But where you position that buck makes a difference, whether it's in the trail coming to it, or up at the scrape, or in the master bedroom.
Right.
So all that depends. It's like smelling Old Spice at Walmart versus smelling it in your master bedroom. So where you put him is the intensity level of the reaction to him, even with buck or the tarsal, our tarsal scent. Either one of those, with use of it or at the scrape. Yep. Let's see, who else we got?
We got John Young from, how do you say, is that?
That's Katie's, Kentucky.
Katie's, Kentucky. What would you say is the best time period to rattle a buck in, pre-rut, in rut, or peak, or post-rut?
Well, Katie's, Kentucky, that's over there the other side of...
well, that's right on the line.
Yeah, Katie's, that's where David and Harold's from, and good friends, and Jim Strelick. Oh, Jim, if you're listening to us tonight, big dog, you ought to call in one night. And for that matter, we ought to get David or Harold to call in. We'll have a chit-chat. I need to touch base with them, get them to call in one night. We'll have a conversation with David and Harold and Jim Strelick. But to answer your question, guys, what's the best period to rattle in a buck? Steve, me, personally, the best time to rattle, with the exception of this being Texas, and certainly South Texas, because there you can just about almost any time and they're going to come in, but the best time to rattle historically is just before the peak and right after the peak, because during the peak of the rut, that's when the majority of the does are standing. There's less competition for them because there's plenty standing.
Right. Yeah.
But if you rattle here just before the peak,
well,
there's not enough to go around, so there's competition, so they'll come in and be a lot more aggressive in that. During the peak of the rut, why fight? They're standing everywhere. Here, you take that one, I'll take this one over here. Post-rut, they're winding down, there's less in, those that didn't come in, and then those that came in and didn't get bred and recycled, so there's less of them here, there's competition again. Best time is just before, right after. It's not that it's not effective during, it's just not as effective. I wouldn't stop rattling there, but I like pre and just before the peak and right after the peak on that. We got time for another quick one more
question. All right, we got Don Windhorse from Newcastle, Pennsylvania. All right, during the rut, is it better to only use doe estrus, or should I also use buck tarsal as well?
When he says during the rut, we have to clarify that. So I'm going to assume, and it may be wrong, Don, if I'm assuming this incorrectly, let us know and we'll clarify. But I'm going to assume that he's talking about during the peak of the rut. And does he use only estrus, or should I use buck tarsal as well? You use buck and or tarsal every day of the season. That's just going to start good and get better. That's buck urine or tarsal, stay in conjunction with grunting, and in this case where they were talking about rattling, even in conjunction with a decoy, but obviously estrus during the peak. But you can use both, and we tell people, rule of thumb, every day use buck urine, open day of bow season all the way through, but once you get to the peak, you start using the estrus, just like Sean's, what was his son's name? Sean's son that was using estrus. So in the process of that, he's using estrus, but he could have very well kept using buck in there. So once you start buck, you use it every day. You just add the estrus during the peak of the rut, and you'll find that be more effective for you. And you use it all the way to the end of the season. Because in some states they tail off. Where we in Alabama, we end the season with the peak of the rut. We don't have really so much a post rut because our season is.
That's it. Yeah.
You know, even though they're giving us to the 10th of February, we're still on that. Maybe a little bit into post rut, but not much. So use buck and estrus all the way through. Okay, guys, listen. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and hey, we're fixing to show you a commercial that's airing on the Outdoor Channel, Sportsman's Channel, and the Pursuit Channel as we sit here. And we're going to come back and tell you about this new product called BioShield. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Repel and kill the bugs that bug you most with the all-natural 100% deep-free BioShield.
Okay, guys, we're back. Alrighty, we're fixing to tell you about BioShield. Now, BioShield is a whole new category a whole new product line in a category that we think we fixed.
Yeah.
And you know, all great products fixes something. And just like Scent Defense 3-in-1. Think about it. Kills human odor with a better formula. We married Nurex, which kills the all-natural class 25B. You can kills all the insects, fleas, ticks, mosquitoes, chiggers, black flies, and even bed bugs. All you guys out there that's in the camp houses. Then we did it to where a deer come to it. So now we want to talk about BioShield. Let's see, Steve, let's start with the spray.
Yeah.
Let's see. Guys, what this is, guys, let us know in there if you can see this, right? Alrighty. Guys, what this is called BioShield. This is 8 ounces. It'll retail for $7.98. We're going to knock you in the head for a whole total of $8. For $8, you're going to be able to keep all of these critters off of you. And listen, this product will last about 8 hours. You can spray it on your clothing. You can spray it on your skin.
Oh, yeah.
It will not harm you. It won't harm nothing but an insect.
Spray it on your kids, yeah.
Why is that? What does it do?
Well, it blocks the neurotransmitter, which is only found in insects.
And only an insect produces a compound called
octapamine. Yeah. Octapamine.
Octapamine. So he's the pharmacist. So what this does, it shuts down the neurological system of an insect. Not dogs, not cats, not children, not humans, not birds.
Very specific for that neurotransmitter.
Only insects produce that, and this blocks it and shuts it down. Now, folks, this product here, it is called BioShield. It is a spray. Our formula is called Nurex, and if you notice that, it's got a RX by it, and that's coming out of the background with Steve and the pharmaceutical side. So this is a brand new product. No more DEET, no more
no more permethrin.
There you are, the bad stuff. You ain't got to do that anymore. Here's a product that you can put on if you're turkey hunting, if you're fishing, if you're camping,
anything besides
in the yards, if you're working, the kids playing in the yard, any kind of outdoor activity. This is a cat's meow. That right there now, no more DEET, no more worrying about your kids, no more worrying about if you can put it on you or not, no more having to smell that bad smell.
Bug spray smell. Yeah,
and this does it. This is very pleasant. You're going to like it, and believe it or not, deer come to this. So all you turkey hunters that's getting ready to go turkey hunting, season's coming in, you can hit the website and get this.
Yeah, the only difference is it just doesn't have the human body odor killer, so
that's right.
It's for your deer hunter.
So Steve's exactly right. What we did is we took this product here, the Nurex, as the repellent, and let's see, Steve, this right here, this one.
Yeah.
And we put it in this, and we married the odor stop to this, and the attractant part to this, to where this kills human odor just 3-in-1. This is the repellent part of it. Use it year round, and you spray it on. $7.98 for 8 ounces of this, folks. It's a great buy. This changes the repellency, and you say, well, how can that change the repellency? Well, first of all, you're not using DEET. This stuff,
That's
you can
right.
actually put it on you. But notice what we've done.
That isn't where it stops there. Yeah. And also, just like scent defense.
Let's see, get it right up here. Guys, let us know when you see it in there.
Yeah, I'm trying to turn it.
Turn it there.
focus.
There you go. Now, what this is called BioShield Body Wash and Shampoo. For the first time in the repellent industry, and boy, this got a lot of fanfare at the ATA,
Oh, yeah.
because for the first time in the repellency, no one ever thought about, gee, what if I could take a bath in this stuff?
Absolutely.
So what we did is we married this one to that one.
Yeah.
And so what we did is we flipped it. And what we did is we introduced to the repellent industry BioShield in a body wash and shampoo. So now for the first time anywhere in the country, you can go this time of year and you can wash, take a bath, and go outside. This will last about 8 hours of repellency. So we thought, well, wait a minute. If you can do it as a spray, which is traditionally known, now you can take a bath. Your children can take a bath. The husband that works outside in the fields, all of these products you can now use every day.
Yeah. Hey, and Don, which I like the BioShield, I think it's important too. Heck, if you forget to spray down, boy, and you've been out there and you're worried about ticks, and man, that's great as an after product. If you forget to put your stuff on, then you got that to wash down with, boy.
That's right, and it's it's a system. Everybody in all hunters that's listening to us, in the body wash and the scent factory, to kill your human odor. They take a shower, you wash your clothes, and you take your spray in the woods. Everybody knows this, a system. We've given you 3-in-1 for the first time. But no one ever thought about, or even dreamed, why would you take a bath in DEET? That makes no sense. Now you can. This is 100% natural. You can take a shower, but then as you get ready to put your clothes on, we have available for the first time in the repellent industry a detergent. This is just like our other, except it is a concentrate, and you can wash your clothes. Your turkey hunters, the fishermen, anybody that's outdoors.
Bugs right there.
It's HE. It's just like the scent defense, in that this doesn't have the odor stop in it. This is the repellency. So now this is something that everybody can use. We're giving America a sense of security, 3-layered. You can take your shower, the entire family, for any outdoor activity.
Put your clothes.
Mama can wash your clothes. You're ready to go to school. In the yard, fishing, hunting, whatever they're doing, camping.
Yep.
And then you have the spray, topical spray that you can carry with you.
Yeah, spray it all over you.
Guys, this is neat. No one has ever been able to do this, and what we did is, because some country boys sat around with some education right here, and what we did is we flipped it.
Yep.
We thought, well, gee, what if we married this to that? We thought, man, that changed the odor stop market. Then we got to thinking, and we thought, well, doggone, what if we flipped it back the other way?
Yeah.
And we flipped it, and you're the beneficiary.
Right. Too bad old Mike ain't here. He's the he's the big turkey hunter. So Mike,
He'd have a fit.
big shout out. Mike had a lot to do with that right there.
Mike's the other brother. He's also a pharmacist.
Yeah.
And this is a pharmaceutical family. 2 sisters, and what do they do, Steve?
Hey, pharmacists.
They're pharmacists. So a lot of research in this, guys, but in all great products, it's simple.
Yeah.
It fixes something, but no more do you have to just spray and hope they don't bite you. Why wouldn't you take a bath before you go hunting or fishing or outside camping or whatever? Hey, don't it make sense to wash your clothes before you go? You got to wash your clothes anyway. Here's something that cleans your clothes, retains a pleasant odor that repels.
And high efficiency also.
Fits everything. Guys, it is called BioShield. You can get that tonight on the website as well. That'll be available to ship March 1 to dealers across the country, but you can get it on the website as we're speaking, and January 30th, and then, which is just next week. And so now what we want to do, hey, we got time to go to Fog Zero. All right, we're fixing to go to a quick commercial. This commercial is on Fog Zero. Check this out. Has anybody ever had this problem before? Watch this.
You have.
You've waited your whole life for this moment. Don't spoil your opportunity because of poor preparation. Keep your optics clean and fog-free for a clear shot every time. Fog Zero.
All right. You called us, didn't you?
Good talking.
I was talking. All right, guys, watch this now. This is called Fog Zero. And when you saw that commercial right there, and Steve, that's a commercial that's airing on the Outdoor Channel, Sportsman's Channel, and Pursuit. You guys that's watching the show, you've already seen it out there. Keep watching, tell your friends about it. Another great product, $12.95. That little rascal there stops what you just saw. There's not a hunter, a sportsman, anybody that's got glasses like I have on, that you walk out of this heated room outside, these glasses is not going to fog. This stops that. And the way this bad boy works, this is called, let's see here, can you guys see that? It's called Fog Zero. Fog Zero, we're going to knock it in the head for $12.95, Steve. We on QVC here. All right, $12.95, but watch this. This stops it. It's no guesswork. You haven't got to wonder if I treat this lens and not this one, and I go outside, this one's going to fog, that one won't. It's that simple. So it's not a guesswork. It's instantaneous. One fogs, one doesn't. Watch this. This comes apart for $12.95. See the little felt part? All you got to do is put it on your optic. It also comes apart. You have a dust brush in it.
Yeah. Clean your binoculars and all.
Clean all the dust off. You also comes apart and you have your buffing pad. Look at that. Pretty neat, guys. Can you see it in there on the camera?
Also,
all right.
that cleans phones really well.
Cleans it, and then watch this. It also has your cloth in it, micro cloth to be able to clean. So you have, for $12.95, you get the treatment, you get the brush, you get the pad, you get everything for $12.95. Now, folks, listen, this is a neat deal. Any optic, which would include your scope, binoculars, range finders. We had a guy the other day. We were
spotting scopes. You big long distance hunters.
Any kind of optic. In fact, where were we at? We might have been at the ATA show that one of our guys come by that calls on Bass Pro, and he was telling the buyer that he was putting the stuff on his game cameras.
Yeah. And
I thought, well, man, that's a great thing to do, because game cameras fog any lens. This will work on $12.95. Now, folks, you can find this at any store. If they haven't got it asked for it, it'll be up on the gun counter up by the register, or you can hit the website. And hey, Tom, 30th? January 30th, that's next week. This will be available on the website as well. Hey, you'll want one at your camp, you'll want one in your shooting house, you'll want one in your bag. Hey, you won't go nowhere without one of those. That's all right. You guys that wear glasses, there it is. It'll fit you. So also, this, in fact, we were at the ATA, and I think that was it 4 firemen that came by?
Yeah.
Man, they got all excited about it, and we didn't know why, but they're firemen. And because they're any kind of visor, motorcycle, scuba diver, fireman, snowmobiles, paintball people, all of that fogs. You know it because you're getting your breath in there and it fogs it. This will stop that. Everybody watching knows that if you put your coat up and you get up there and that breath hits that scope, it's going to fog on you, or your glasses are. $12.95, that's fixed. Won't happen anymore. And guys, there's about 100 treatments in that little bottle thing right there. Pretty neat, $12.95. It's also available in a 2-ounce spray. It's also available in a 2-ounce spray. And it's also available in a 8-ounce. In this 8-ounce spray right here, what this does, this is for windshields. You'll be able to find this product anywhere in sporting goods stores, but in hardware stores, you know, your department stores. This will be for automotive, like your auto parts stores. Just ask for Fog Zero for your windshields, because everybody knows windshields fog. That stops that.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, your bathroom mirrors especially.
We will also have this available in 8 ounce for your bathroom mirrors. Now those will be found in your department stores, your grocery stores, and everybody knows your bathroom mirror is going to fog.
Yeah.
I'll tell them this. We were at the ATA, and the dealer was writing his order. I don't know if I told you this. You might have been sitting
I
there.
remember that.
He was writing his order up, and his wife was sitting over there. She had long hair, and you could tell she was a little perturbed. something went wrong. And so I was telling him, and I could tell that, you know, a little bit of friction. I said, look, I told the old dealer, I said, look, man, here's what you do. And I knew she could hear me. I said, get you one of these and go to the hotel tonight. And I said, just write on the mirror, baby, I love you with all my heart. And I said, tomorrow morning when she takes a shower, it's going to say, baby, I love you with all my heart. She looked at me and said, he better buy 2 cases of it. He was deep water. Hey, folks, stops it from fogging. No joke, guys. Portland Outdoors, we kid people going up the interstate. You've seen what we went up the interstate on. Folks, we're serious about these brands. Nearly 22,000 impressions, just TV, between Outdoor, Sportsman, and Pursuit. You won't be able to turn the TV on without hearing about these products. Hey, don't get left out. You hit the website. Go to your dealer now. Tell your dealer when you walk in, hey, I want scent defense. I want top secret. I want some of that bug stuff called BioShield, because I turkey hunt. I want to protect my kid. A guy called the other day. I think it was at last week's show, and said, hey, he wanted it for his 1.5-year-old up in New York. Yep. Folks, get you some Fog Zero where you can see the deer you called in.
That's right.
And comfortably, because the bugs didn't eat you up.
Take care of it.
That's exactly right. Hey, folks, listen, we appreciate you. Tell everybody about the show, and we'll talk to you next week.